So here's a repair that we're doing on a self-cleaning pool. Last week we did a leak detection on this. We got right over the leak. Now we're draining the pool. We're going to do the actual repair. It's in a floor head underneath the gunite pool. This pool was coated with fiberglass. We actually had root damage that caused the leak underneath the pool. Check it out and see how we got it done. So as I mentioned, we performed this leak detection last week. Now we're going to get the pool drained. We're going to alleviate any hydrostatic pressure. Again, this pool has no hydrostatic pressure on it, but something we typically do. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to show you the actual crack that's in the housing. We're actually back ourselves up anytime we do a leak detection. We're actually looking down in this housing and seeing a crack. We're going to show you with a very defined arrow where it actually is. And we're also going to show you cracks from outside the unit once we get it out. In order to do this, we're going to take controlled cuts. We're not going to use a big gas saw. The reason is we want to keep any rebar underneath there back in place. We don't want to cut any of that. So we're just going to use this 4.5-inch diamond blade just to get it cut so that when we start breaking, we stay within our square. Next thing we're going to do is break. And it's funny, I mentioned this pool is a fiberglass coating and how it comes up like wallpaper, as you could see in this one shot. Now we have gunite underneath, so it's going to take us a while to chip it out. After we get it all chipped out, you could see that's the same rebar that's in place, and we didn't mess with it. So we're really trying not to mess with the structural integrity of this pool by keeping that rebar in place. Now that we have it exposed, we're going to show you the root damage. As you can see, these roots are strangling the pipe that's underneath there. And they actually strangled this head, and that's what probably created this crack. Next thing we're going to show you is here's the actual water coming through. You could see when we fill the actual head how we get that water running out on the actual side of it. So now while we have the head out, we're actually showing you where the water is penetrating from that crack that was in the actual housing of the self-cleaning head. Now that we have it all open, now we have it all exposed, what we're going to show you is we're not going to put this self-cleaning head back on. I can't locate it. But we're just going to stub up the 1.5-inch line and we're going to put a wall fitting on it. The customer plans on doing a major remodel within the next 2 or 3 years, so they were okay with it. I told them you could have problems with cleaners getting stuck and other issues. Again, they were okay with it. So we plumbed in our new fitting. Now we're going to top that off. We're going to pour it back with concrete again. Remember, that's why we saved that rebar, so that it's going to be nice and strong. After we're done with that, we're going to use a hydraulic cement to float the top as if it was like a Marcite type plaster, and then we're going to epoxy coat over that. There's going to show a repair, as anytime you cut into a pool, you're going to actually see that. But again, they're going to remodel this down the road. Once we're done, we test it all out. We pressure tested it with that other head that it's tied to and the self-cleaning canister that's over by the equipment. Everything checked out. Now this pool's ready to fill up. So that's how we got this job done. For more information, visit Leaktronics.com and always check out our YouTube channel.